Hi guys, it's Mrs. Demeter, and I'm going to give you a little brief description of Lesson 7. We're going to go over what you're going to see for the problem set in tomorrow's lesson, which is Wednesday, for your assignment. So I wanted to go over it now, even though you might not see this posting until tomorrow, but this will give you an idea to help you with Lesson 7. But basically it's just arrays, and it's a lot of the same stuff that we're doing. This whole module 1 of math is all multiplication and division, so you're going to see a lot of grouping, a lot of things that are repeated, basically just trying to get us used to our multiplication facts. So those of you that have missed a few meetings or had bad connection problems, I apologize, and we will make sure it's okay. I usually try and record meets as long as I have a good connection and I can do that. And like I said, I will definitely keep posting videos of a little bit more instruction so that you get it in case you miss something. So for those of you that are feeling a little lost in math right now, hopefully this will clear it up. This, again, I'm going to tell you that this is your assignment for tomorrow's math. This is lesson 7. And again, Zern will help you. I know sometimes Zern is repetitive and some of you don't like to do it, but it does help reinforce that lesson. So you are supposed to be doing Zern, and if you're not caught up, in the end, it's like I said, it's going to take a lot to get you caught back up. So make sure you're doing Zern, even if you understand, because practice makes perfect, and it just will strengthen your ability to do different problems. So small groups are basically for me to work more closely with that group on things that you need help with, or maybe we can get pushed on to the next thing if that group already understands the material. So that's basically, if you miss a small group, that's probably what you're going to be missing. But obviously there's going to be times when you're going to miss. Just try not to miss too much, because then you're missing a lot of that instruction that is designed and geared for you and your group. Okay, so lesson 7 deals with arrays, and when they say rows, think of students in rows, like one behind the other. That's how I remember it. So when it says draw an array that shows 6 rows, you're going to have 6 rows going down, and you can make X's, O's, whatever, dots, whatever you want to do, but there's 6 rows going down and 2 in each row. Okay, so that would be what your array would look like. So then your multiplication problem, it would just be 6 times 2 equals, and if you went through and counted all those, if you didn't know what 6 times 2 was, you could count by 2s, or you could even put 6 on your fingers and count by 2s 6 times. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 6 times 2 equals 12. So that's an example of that one. And obviously this one's very similar, but it's reverse. It's the reversal one. So I'm not going to do that one because I want you to do that one on your own. This one, it says turn your paper to look at the arrays in problems 1 and 2 in different ways. What are the same about them? Right? What is different? So you're going to look at these 2 problems, and when you do this array, you're going to see similarities and differences. Think fact family. Think about what we talked about when you have 3 numbers that all are used in the same category to make up 4 number sentences. Okay, down here, basically what they're doing is they're telling you to write a multiplication sentence, which is writing one of these, right? A problem or expression or sentence, and for each one. So they give you an example. It says 6 2s, so it'd be 6 times 2 equals 12. So this one is saying 2 7s. So you would take 2 times 7 equals, and you would count by 2s 7 times, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay? And it so on. So you would go and you would basically do what we're going to scroll down just a little bit so you can see, because you're basically doing the same thing throughout. 2 6s, so it would be 6 times 2, right? 9 2s would be 9 times 2. So you're basically just using multiplication problems to do, when they put it in words, you're solving it here into a multiplication sentence, okay? So that is that part. The next page to this problem set, let me get to that. Okay, so up here, again, these fish are in arrays. It says write and solve multiplication sentences where the second factor, now that word factor has come up a lot, and that is one of our multiplication wording or vocabulary that's really important, because a factor is a number in a number sentence that the two numbers that you multiply together. For example, if I said 2 times 4 equals 6, my factors would be the 2 and the 4. Those are called factors. Factors are two numbers that you multiply together, okay? The answer is actually called the product, and that will come up at some point in another couple lessons. But right now, when they say the word factor, they mean these numbers, the numbers that you're multiplying together, okay? So when they're looking at this, remember, when they're doing a multiplication sentence, you need to look at how many down in the row first. So there's 4 fish down times 2 in each row equals, and 4 times 2 would be 8. And this is just going to be the turnaround fact, okay? You're always going to want to put how many in the row, how many going down in rows first, and then how many in each row. Miss Nealman writes 2 times 7 equals 7 times 2 on the board. Do you agree or disagree? So you're going to tell me there, do you think that she's right, or do you think she's not right, and why? And this is more repetitive down here. They're turnaround facts, right? We've done a lot of turnaround facts and fact families and things. So you're basically just turning around that fact and filling in the missing factor. Because remember, that factor word is the number multiplied by the other number, right? So it's these are factors, right? Anything that's multiplied, two numbers multiplied together, both those numbers are factors. Jada gets 2 new packs of erasers. Each pack has 6 erasers in it. Draw an array to show how many erasers Jada has altogether, and then you write a multiplication sentence. So you're basically going to draw her 2 new packs of erasers, right, with 6 in each pack. So again, you're going to have 2 rows, and you're going to have 6 in each row. So basically this whole lesson 7 that you're going to be working on tomorrow for your Seesaw math assignment is all about doing things like this: reversals, turnarounds, turnaround facts, arrays, all of those things. But again, I can't stress enough with I know you love Prodigy, but in Prodigy comes when Prodigy, actually I do have the new Prodigy code I have to send out for our class, because when you log into Prodigy, for those of you that have been doing it, I need you to use our class code so I can track you. And we'll talk more about that tomorrow in math. But when you guys are on Khan Academy and when you're on Zern, it's really important to focus on the lessons that Mrs. Demeter posts for you, because they go along usually exactly with what we're talking about in class. And that's what my instructional videos are as well. So again, you're going to see this, and I will post tomorrow's activities tonight. I've been trying to post them the night before. So you should get tomorrow's activities posted tonight by 6. And then you can get started on them. But this is what you're going to see for math tomorrow. Again, that lesson 6 exit ticket was a little difficult, but we went over what a factor is, right? So again, a factor are the numbers in the problem that you multiply together. The answer of the multiplication problem is the product. And the thing that's so tricky is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. All of those have different names for the numbers within the number sentence. So right now we're focusing in on multiplication and division. So we're going to be talking about those things and using those vocabulary words. So hopefully this helps with lesson 7 for tomorrow. When we meet in our small groups tomorrow, we will go over lesson 7, answer any questions that you had from lesson 6. Those of you that maybe didn't have a chance to ask before, remember fact families is always something you can review. You can have mom, dad, or you can even get online and practice fact families. But fact families are really going to help you with your multiplication facts because they're going to give you that turnaround fact and then that division problem to go with that family. So, all right, guys, you can do this, and I know it's a lot. I know sometimes you guys feel like all day long you're doing school, but technically it's nice that, and I saw some of you get outside and you can take your iPads outside and you can get out there and watch my video outside. You can pause me and you can watch me later. I know I tend to talk a lot, but that's the great thing. So look at the positive sides to all of this, and we will have a Google Meet, a whole class Google Meet every day, remember, at 9:30 in the morning. That's a great time for us to kind of get together. I really want to try and start doing more read alouds at 9:30 in the morning, but I know that you're all excited to talk to each other too, and I like that. I like that you guys get to see each other. So, okay, enjoy your day, and that was lesson 7.